The pipe and drum announced the arrival of a mighty storm carrying none other than the Lord of the Sea, Manannán mac Lir. On hearing the cries of the foil and the boyne, Manannán, at once the source of all rivers and their destination, summoned the rivers of the world. Manannán's booming call echoed across oceans, lashing the waves to a fury, raising a storm so mighty that it would carry the rivers of the world to this, the City of Bones. Here they will each in turn tell their tale and come together to rise in a night of revelry like no other. With the help of the legendary Irish dancers, Mullaboy Primary School and dancers from the Northwest Regional College, single raindrops swirl into the storm clouds as Manannán himself rides out in the waves of a great storm. Manannán first called all 14 of the river gods to Ireland, to Tír the land beneath the waves, to hear each of their stories. Each godling stood before him, flesh, skin and scale, to tell their tale. They told of their histories and mysteries and how the humans impacted their plight. They were clear it was time to rise, and so Manannán summoned the rivers of the world to join forces and has led them to the City of Bones on Halloween night. And so each of the river gods of Ireland told to Manannán their stories. The Ban, the Shannon, the Lee, the Boyne, the Blackwater, the Three Sisters and the Slaney, the Lagan, Loch Earn, the Foyle and the Liffey, told the great and mighty sea god how they came to be. The first to tell the tale is the River Foyle, helped by the Rainbow Project and Thornhill College. The Foyle tells us of the humans who lived on her banks, of the monks good and gentle who lived in harmony with the land and the river, of the horned warriors who heralded the destruction of her waters, of people who came and churned her banks to mud. In particular, she tells of an event where she could not shift a boom that was built, separating her waters from the sea, and brought great suffering to the people on her banks. She tells how to comfort them she drew forth an image of a white horse, fashioned of mist and river and spray. It galloped across her dark, dirty waters to encourage the defenders. When finally one of the ships carrying food for the starving broke through the barrier, she carried it safely through and will never forget its name. It was, of course, the Mountjoy. Cabalacatan Northwest presents the Philippine folklore of a beautiful and kind-hearted young mermaid named Jezebel. The story of the young mermaid began when a human woman gave birth to a half-human, half-fish baby and was loved unconditionally. When the secret was discovered by neighbours, when the community was hit by a series of catastrophes and misfortunes, neighbours believe that the young mermaid is nothing but a curse. Creatures of the sea come from across many oceans and have gathered to celebrate the rise of the river gods with the help of the wonderful children and leaders from In Your Space Circus School. Paddy Glasgow and the small but massive Samba Band have come the whole way past the River Fawn to join the dance and drum and shake their bones tonight on the streets of the City of Bones. The Lagan now tells his tale. It is a tale of sickness, death and poisoned water. He has risen amidst a sea of dead and broken fish and bones in a haze of deadly fog to lament the damage done to his beautiful waters. Helped by the wonderful Claudie Gare guides, his voice joins with the voice of Manannán, rising up to the heavens on this Halloween night. The Clyde has sent forth its beautiful goddess, carried across the Irish Sea by the Solace dancers from Brady, bringing with them a seldom seen creature from our neighbours Loch Ness. The Clyde has heeded the call and dances in celebration of the rise of the river gods. The mysteries of the Nile are revealed as she tells her tale with the help of young people from the extern group. Horus and Anubis have brought back the dead from the afterlife for one night only, to dance in the light of the pyramids and move like Egyptians one more time. Old Father Thames heard the call from his murky riverbed and has joined the rising. He has made the journey with the help of Off the Streets and the Foyle Sign Language Association. These pearly kings and queens of the Thames have risen with the rats to tell tales of plague, great fires, and mysterious happenings on foggy London nights. The Danube tells a tale of the Lily Maidens, who warn fishermen of impending storms, but should their gaze fall upon her, and they fall in love with her, she will spirit them away, never to be seen again. The Lily Maidens have come to the City of Bones with the help of Cheshire House and Bluebell Arts Project. The storm has churned up and gathered prehistoric creatures from the ocean floor, led by their guide. These river soars warn of human interference with the planet, of climate change that destroy life itself. While they may look fearsome, these giants are vegetarians who live in harmony with the land and rivers. Their roars are in celebration of the rising of the river gods. With the help of the local Ibuku Taiko group, Kappa River imps have swam all the way from Japan to join the river gods and tell Mananan their tale. The Kappa, who look like a fish mixed with a turtle and a dragon, are seething at the destruction caused by humans and have told Mananan. We have helped them to make medicines and salves, helped them with their farming and taught them to mend broken bones. But Mananan, as well you know, we can be good. But dare you take advantage and you'll find we can be evil too. We will rise out of our murky homes. We will take these drums from their warriors and beat out our lament. The Liffey and Analivia, the first of the rivers, the first to be bridged, to be domesticated, to be sailed by man, and the first to be foiled by man's waste too. Helped by the dancers from Brona Jackson's School of Dance, the goddess Analivia tells her tale of woe. She felt shackled by the city and the pollution the industry left in her waters. They teem with rats and strange creatures. And Olivia slept for hundreds of years in her sadness and only came alive when the artists and poets began to call her name in poems and dreams. The Boyne. The wonderful members of the Destined Group and the Stephen Carlin Dance have helped the River Boyne to tell the story of her naming. As she stood before Mananan, she spoke. I was once only a forest well, a little hole in the ground, loved by all for my magic powers. But then came greedy kings and powerful chieftains who wanted me for themselves. The people fought back and built a crystal wall around my well. There was a woman named Bowen, wife of Necton, and of the 3 brothers who protected the well from harm. Flowing after the Boyne is the Godling of the River Lee, helped by the Fireworks Dance and Theatre Academy. As she told her tale to Mananan, she said, I am the home of the Banshee, she who is feared by women and men, for it is she who brings the warning of death, and any human being with the old blood in her veins can sometimes see her by my banks. Washing her snow-white hair, she eats no food, but feeds on the memories and emotions of all who use me. Hear her calling in the ebb and flow of the water. Crossing oceans wide, the Rio Brava has heeded the call to share Dia de las Muertes celebrations with one and all. Dancing with the dead on the streets of our City of Bones, we have the Fountain Youth Club and Pilots Row Zumba Group. Their voices rise and join all other rivers in protest. They will not settle until they have their revenge. The call of the river gods has spanned the generations, and the daughters of the gods of the sea, from Poseidon, Neptune, and Achelous, have joined the rising. These sirens have lured to their death unsuspecting sailors who failed to pay homage and respect to the gods of the sea. Helped by the wonderful members of the Greater Chantalo Community Arts, the sirens are in the City of Bones to celebrate with the river gods and deliver a haunting display of triumphalism and revenge at the sailors' demise. What we can see here are the Showtime Stage School, the Rainbow School of Ballet, Street Beat Dance Crew, ID Youth Dance Company, bringing to life the Tempter's Rock, the Sailor's Demise, and the Siren's Revenge. The Siren's Revenge gives a stark reminder of the powers of the rivers, seas, and oceans. And here, as we near the end of the Rise of the River Gods Carnival, Manannán Mac Lir has shapeshifted into an immense water serpent presiding over and protecting the Salmon of Knowledge. The Salmon of Knowledge, flanked by Galaxy GTA, has joined the Rising as a reminder to all of the infinite wisdom and life-giving powers of our waters. Manannán's final message to all is heartfelt and should echo through the generations of man. He speaks. For centuries we have been used and abused by creatures known as man, and I, Manannán, have been as guilty as these petty creatures. I ignored the cries of the creatures that swam and swarmed in my depths. I did not listen to the pitiful song of Leviathan. When the waters grew poisoned and foul, I went deeper and deeper into the core of the ocean. But even that is no longer pure. Even there man's filth poisons me. And I called the river gods here this day, so their tale might be recorded. For I can see a day, and it is coming soon, when the very life might go out of the rivers of Erin, the rivers of the world. I will put these tales on tablets of stone, and set them on a high place when we have gone. When man has killed us, when man himself is no more, then perhaps those who follow man will read them, and learn of his folly. But tonight, my friends, we celebrate. All hail the rise of the river gods. A huge thanks and congratulations to all of our wonderful participants, artists and carnival groups taking part here tonight.